Former Bachelorette star Hannah Brown officially has a new man. Hey guys, welcome to another shared news from home. Has Hannah found a promising new romance? We'll discuss all the details and break it down for you guys. But before we dive right in, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future updates. I'm Hibaberry, joined today by Gabby. Hey Gabby.
Hi, Hiba. Let's talk all about it.
So I gotta admit, Hannah Brown has been off our radar for a bit ever since, of course, the season of The Bachelorette wrapped. She went on to win Dancing with the Stars, had her unfortunate N-word scandal, and we also don't see TikTok videos with her and Tyler Cameron anymore, which, side note, also feels like an eternity ago when they were both spending the beginning of the pandemic together. But now Hannah Brown is back in the headlines, but this time with a new man. His name is Adam Woolard. He is a model and actor. Entertainment Tonight says he also has a background in finance from the University of Arkansas and does charity work with the Habitat for Humanity in Nashville as well as other organizations. Now, Gabby, right off the bat, what are your thoughts about Adam and basically his resume?
Yeah, he sounds like a great catch, especially for Hannah. I think I saw, the paparazzi photos of them that came out this week, and he's so cute. People were actually comparing him to Tyler Cameron, saying that they look a good amount alike. I'm sure since a model is on his resume as well, that, that's no surprise. But I think it's a great pick for Hannah. I mean, he's in the entertainment industry, he's also got that finance background, so he's clearly smart. Sounds like he works in the South. She's from the South. And so, especially doing charity work over in Nashville, I think that's like so perfect for them. I'm curious how they met and like how all this started, but I'm super happy for her and it looks like it's a good match.
I agree too. I mean, again, like you mentioned, both from the South, so I feel like that's just a common thing that they can relate to right off the bat as well. And yeah, we're just gonna have to see later on, see if she posts him more on social media, which we'll also talk about later on, and see, kind of where this relationship is headed. Now, an E! News source stated she is smitten over him and that it's getting serious. The source also said, quote, they instantly connected from the moment they met. He gives her butterflies, and she hasn't been this happy in a very long time, end quote. Now, on an Instagram Live, Hannah hinted she's ready for another shot at love and wants to test the waters in dating. She confirms she's just friends with Tyler Cameron, and I feel like she has to reiterate that over and over again. Now, Gabby, do you think there is any small chance, any teeny tiny bit that she might end up with Tyler Cameron at all, or has this ship sailed by now?
That's a good question. People keep wishing they would end up together, like, no matter what. She has to keep saying it's not true. And then, of course, they post like YouTube videos on each other's channels all the time where they're like having a dinner date or like doing fun things together. And then it just makes us wish they were a couple even more. But you could see that they have a strong friendship there. And I don't know. They're still young, even though Hannah's kind of got her new man over here and maybe Tyler is like dating some people, they're still young. So it might, be one of those relationships where they need to explore a little bit and then come back and say, we're actually best friends and, we want to try this again. So I don't know. It's very interesting, but it's great that Hannah has found a new man. I think she was clearly ready to get engaged, over on her season, which wasn't too long ago, and that didn't end up great. And it's always sucks to go through heartbreak and all that, but it's clearly, time for her again to be with someone. And I do follow her on Instagram, and I think there was one time where she was like out and about walking the streets a few months ago maybe, and she said she saw it was like this cute Instagram stories like video, and she said she saw this cute guy and she like left a note on his car or something with her number. And so
Oh,
I feel like
right.
little things like
Mhm.
that she was doing was like trying to sort of get back onto the dating game or just like try to date around in LA where I think she lives right now. But I'm happy that she found someone for the time being.
Definitely, and I feel like they always teased us, again, we saw all those TikTok videos of them hanging out for a good amount of time, in the beginning of the pandemic, like I mentioned, and it was like, are they dating? Are they not? Are they just hanging out? Are they friends? Are they just stuck quarantining together and can't get away from one another? So I feel like it was so there was so much teasing, and it ended up being really nothing because they just kept saying they're friends, but I feel like, you know what? I feel like they might be each other's backup. Like maybe 10 years, no, we can't find anyone. Let's just, stick it out. Like have
Yeah,
like
like
this
your
pact in case
lobster.
nothing really works out.
Yeah.
Exactly. So maybe, who knows, they have a written pact and we just don't know about it. But Bachelor fans also noticed in December that Hannah shared a picture from her last date smiling, but did not, of course, show who she was on the date with, of course. But fans put the pieces together. You guys are FBI agents, I gotta admit it, and posted a photo of Hannah and a man who appeared to be Adam at a Nashville restaurant. Now, Hannah has continued to post on her Instagram story an identified guy, but all fingers still point to it being Adam, of course. Now, the E-News source also stated, quote, Hannah feels she has finally found someone who is on the same page as her. She could tell his intentions were pure and loves that Adam shares the same values. She also loves that he's involved in multiple charities and is just a straight up good guy, unquote. That's a pretty solid quote. Now, I always do get a little concerned when the person is an aspiring actor or modelist or somewhat involved in the entertainment business because it automatically makes me think if Adam, just might be fame hungry or solely dating Hannah to get his name out there, maybe land some audition somewhere. But I obviously hope this isn't the case. But I can't help but think that. I mean, am I in the wrong for thinking that? What do you think, Gabby?
No, I think we're scarred now after this Claire and Dale news to, always think on the skeptical
Exactly.
side of things, like it's not gonna work out, it's just for the press. But I really think that Hannah has been through a lot in her past relationships, and she's at this point smart enough to be able to vet somebody for, those exact reasons. So I don't think it's for that, especially because they haven't come out as official yet, I don't think, right? Or, we've just seen some photos, which, they're clearly
Yeah, I
together
just
in the
spotted.
photos, but yeah, but it's not like a big deal where they're posting about it all the time and now they're like this branded couple and it's part of, all the content they make. Like it's not quite there yet. So I feel like it's more of like a Taylor Swift and her guy situation. Like Hannah's been in the press enough for all of her boyfriends. Like maybe they just want to take a step back and not be so out there with it. If it gets to that point, then I might be questioning it. But for now, I think they're keeping it pretty low key. And that says a lot about the fact that it's probably a real relationship other than, some that are just really out in the public eye and are just doing it for the photos.
Very true, and I feel like this relationship may be paralleling Tyler Cameron when he was dating Gigi. Remember when that happened? I totally forgot that that happened, and I'm like, "Wow, now Gigi's mom, and she's
Mhm.
still back with Zayn." But again, I feel like it's just hard to tell, exactly what the intentions are of these people because again, we're not in the relationship, we're not the people, we're not having these conversations. So it's always, nice to just be a little bit skeptical, weigh all the options. But of course, now lastly, Hannah said in a November YouTube video she wants a man, not a boy. She continued on to say, quote, just has their crap together, can be a rock and be super supportive of me. But also right now, it doesn't really matter. I just want a cute guy to hang out with and take me on a date, end quote. So she did say that back in November, of course, and I'm sure her thoughts, things might have changed. So do we think this relationship is just not that deep and she's just having some quarantine and chill fun? What do you think, Abby?
Hmm. That is a good point. That's an interesting quote from her because I would think she's, dating to get married and looking for the perfect person because she's already been on that journey to try to find that. But,
Mhm.
if she just wants to take some time and do some more casual dating and not really have the pressure of trying to find Mr. Right, just finding a friend to go on dates with, or like you said, to make quarantine a little less difficult to deal with. So, whatever she's deciding for right now, like I said, she's young, so she has plenty of time, but maybe this will be a casual relationship that turns into a great one. I think they're a good match, so we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think the pandemic is maybe just getting to her because she also mentioned in a YouTube video or an Instagram live, I believe, that she hasn't been dating in this pandemic and it is hasn't really been a priority. So maybe she just has the fatigue. She wants someone, to take her out and to, share a meal with her something. But you know what? Again, this can progress. We never know. And I feel like, she's saying that she's smitten. She really likes him. So, based on the source reporting, which of course we have to take with a grain of salt, I mean, it does seem, a little promising, but we'll definitely see how this plays out and we'll certainly continue to follow this relationship. All right, you guys, that's all we have to share with you for now. As always, we want to know your thoughts, so tell us down in the comments below what you think of Hannah's new romance. And if I'm being too skeptical, if I'm being too salty, let me know. I can take it. It's okay. Also, don't forget to follow us on all our socials. Please subscribe and ring the bell because we'll be back with more news updates and reactions. I'm Hibaberry, and I was joined today by Gabby Ganta, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.